Professor John Dewar. I'm the Vice-Chancellor of the Trobe University, and it's our very great pleasure to be the guests today of SRM University, a very prestigious university here in India. We're inaugurating the Joint Centre of Eminence, which, as I said earlier in my remarks, really represents the formalization of what is now quite a long history of collaboration between our two universities. We've run programs for students, we've run programs for staff, we're conducting joint research, but we thought the time had come to formalize the relationship and give it a name. So that's what we're doing today. We're inaugurating this Joint Centre of Eminence, but we're doing more than that. We are also looking ahead, because what today represents is the creation of a new platform that will allow us to develop our partnership even further in all of the ways in which it's already been developing for students, for articulation programs, for short courses, for seminars, and for staff. So joint research projects, co-teaching arrangements, and potentially, subject to discussion, joint PhD research supervision. I think this is a model that many universities will pursue increasingly, particularly in India. As I said before, we have many, many reasons for wanting to collaborate with universities of this caliber. One is the caliber of the students that you have at this university. It is absolutely remarkable, and we saw earlier the extraordinary talent in these great Indian universities. We are very keen to work with them, work with you to help develop and teach them. But we're also very keen, through you, to partner with industry. We're a university that is very, very committed to taking our knowledge, our expertise, and having an impact in the wider world. And for us, collaborating with industry is a very important way in which we do that. So I'm very pleased to be here on behalf of the Trobe University signing this agreement. The Trobe is a very highly ranked university, even more highly ranked than yours, Vice-Chancellor, but I'm sure you'll catch up before long. We're in the top 1%, we're in the top 300 on most of the rankings. We're very proud of that, but we're also very proud to partner with a university of the standing of SRM. So, Vice-Chancellor, thank you for your welcome, and thank you to all of your colleagues for organising today and for making this signing possible. Well, as I said, a lot of activity has been happening already, so there won't be an immediate change because there's already been a lot happening. But what will happen is that we will now plan for the future in a more coordinated way between the two institutions. So this centre will have its own governance structure. It will have two directors, one from each university. It will have an advisory board, and we will plan systematically the student experiences and the staff experiences that can come from this collaboration. So articulation arrangements so that students can do part of their degree here and part of their degree in Australia if they want to. Short courses, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, Internet of Things, all of which are areas in which we have deep expertise, but you also have deep expertise.
Any student exchange program will be there, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
From also students will
both directions. We are very keen for our students to come to India for all of the reasons I've given. This is such a dynamic country. Our students can learn so much from spending time here, being exposed to the expertise and the talent that there is here, and just learning more about the Indian way of life and Indian culture.
How many Indian students are there in your universities?
How many Indian students at La Trobe University? 4,000. It's a lot. Yeah. I mean, India's become the most important country for Australian higher education, but particularly for La Trobe. And I'm delighted that that's the case. I've been coming to India for 30 years, and I've never observed a time when there is so much optimism, both about what's happening in India, but also about the relationship between Australia and India. I'm very excited, and I think this partnership, which is a partnership of equals, it's not a hierarchical relationship. We come together as both very strong institutions with complementary expertise and a lot to gain from collaboration.
Recently, your Australian PM came to Chennai, India, visited India.
Yes.
And he has announced that university offshore campus will be opened in GIFT City in Gujarat.
Correct.
Is there any idea, any plan for Trobe University
to open a campus in India?
Campus in India
I'll finish. Not at the moment, because we are very proud of the relationships we have. There aren't many Australian universities that have the kind of relationships we already have with India. In fact, we've been partnering with Indian institutions for over 30 years. So we have a relationship with Lady Shri Ram College in the University of Delhi, for example. That is now over 30 years old. So we don't feel that we need to establish a campus here to have a really good relationship with Indian colleagues. We think we already have that.
Sir, your questions. Now, NRF ratings are rankings are there. After tie-up, your ranking will improve, sir.
No, certainly there will be a lot of activities that will happen, both in terms of faculty exchange, student exchange, research, and there will be an increase in the perception also.
Is there any cap on student exchange program? Is there any 20 students or 100 students like that?
Cap on the student exchange.
Number of students.
Number of students
students
travel and come for a student exchange program.
I think it's a capacity of each institution to accept. Because normally student exchanges have to be reciprocal, so they grow or don't according to how much appetite students have to go to the other place and the capacity of the partner university to receive them. But we're really keen to see more students from Australia come to Chennai, to SRM, and to see students come the other way.
So you'll be sending your faculty to Trobe for any training or any.
Certainly,
Yes.
as I said earlier, one for research, teaching, and also maybe senior colleagues for learning about the administration. It's happening.
Clarify whether how many universities have tie-up in India, apart from SRM?
About 10 universities, yes. So we like most universities, we have a lot of relationships, but a lot of those relationships don't have a lot of activity associated with them. You know what I'm talking about. We're shifting strategy now to having a smaller number of deeper, more meaningful relationships. And this is certainly one of those. That's how we see our collaboration here evolving, is to have a real impact on students and a real impact on staff and a real impact on commercialization and taking, as I said before, taking our knowledge out into the wider world. That's how we want to manage our relationships. And I think we've probably got maybe 4 or 5 relationships of this sort in India, and we're very proud of them.
What about the MOU you are going to sign with the VIT tomorrow?
Yes, that would be another example. Yeah, another very prestigious university where we're keen to develop the same sort of relationship. We've probably got, as I say, maybe 3 or 4 other relationships in India which are of this depth and the collaborative intent.
Those universities, which part of India, in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka?
Well, we have relations with universities in Kanpur, IIT Kanpur, BITS Pilani, JSS in Mysore, Sorry?
Tata Institute of Social Science.
Yes, so we were meant to be signing an agreement with the Tata Institute of Social Sciences while we were here in Bombay, but that we weren't able to make that happen. Oh, it's been signed. Sorry, I haven't caught up. But the point is that these are relationships we want to develop for mutual benefit. It's about student experience, it's about research, it's about translation of research and knowledge. And as I said, we're very excited about what's happening
So
here
none
in
of them
India.
are in government institutions like IIT, NIT, something.
Yes, so IIT Kanpur, we have a very close relationship with. And in fact, on Thursday, we're having a seminar to update ourselves and our key partner universities on a research centre we established on smart cities. So BITS Pilani and IIT Kanpur are major participants in that. And maybe SRM could also get involved in that.
It's the first center of eminence with the support from a university. That's what the land was. So we basically done that. And through this center, a lot of activities are going to happen. As somebody asked, this will improve the quality of teaching learning process and research at SRM. And obviously, as expected by the Vice Chancellor of Trobe University, will also move up in the ranking.
You will, I'm absolutely certain, and you'll overtake us before long. Yeah.
Thank you.